Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Grant Ellis struggled as the protagonist on The Bachelor season 29, and his troubles worsened following his engagement to Juliana Pasquarerosa. Grant had a difficult time making relationships during the season, but competitiveness increased during the group's trip to Edinburgh, Scotland. He and Juliana had a fantastic date at a castle, and Juliana raved about how he made her feel like a princess. Juliana was unquestionably the leader from that point forth. Unfortunately, Grant was also falling for Licia Gare. While Licia was all Grant wanted in a wife, his heart was drawn to Juliana. Juliana identified with many of Grant's earlier struggles, including loneliness and having a family member with addiction. Grant struggled with his decision, but in the end, he chose Juliana. Although the two appeared to be blissfully happy following their engagement, Juliana's conduct altered once The Bachelor season 29 concluded. After winning Grant's heart, Juliana appeared to lose her nice girl persona. During the climax, Licia chastised Grant for leading her on and making her believe an engagement was imminent. The next day, during a joint appearance with Grant on Entertainment Tonight, Juliana appeared to mock Licia, saying her perception is her reality. Many viewers supported Licia, and Juliana became defensive. Juliana liked multiple negative social media postings about Licia and posted a TikTok saying, "You don't have to care for me." Juliana made an even more significant statement with the name of her new clothing line, Nice Girls Label. While Juliana mentioned her late Nana as the inspiration for the name, the timing of the launch suggests that Juliana is capitalizing on the media frenzy around her actions. Juliana and Licia have been sparring since after the final rose, when Licia suggested Juliana should have questions for Grant after seeing the finale. Juliana dismissed Licia's words, insisting she didn't need to see the conclusion because Grant had already told her everything. Juliana addressed the situation on the Vile Files, saying Licia's attack caught her off guard because the two had stayed close after filming. Juliana stated that Licia's actions have not been the kindest and that the scenario was mean girlish. Juliana has also been on uneasy terms with Carolina Sofia Quixano since their initial dispute on The Bachelor. Carolina posted a diss rap criticizing Grant and Juliana, describing Grant as a sheep in lone wolf's clothing. Juliana commented on the song on The Vile Files, saying, "I had to shut it off after like 5 seconds because I was cringing to my core." Meanwhile, the season 29 cast has mostly supported Licia, leaving Juliana to fend for herself. Grant and Juliana are taking their time with wedding plans, which is unsurprising given their hesitation to commit to The Bachelor. Grant was drawn to Juliana because, unlike Licia, she did not place pressure on their relationship. While the pair hopes to spend time getting to know one another before getting married, they have already discussed certain wedding details. Grant and Juliana imagine having a destination wedding in Italy and celebrating with their relatives. Grant second-guessing his decision until the last minute does not inspire confidence in his future with Juliana. Their engagement appears to be dragging on, and couples who lack a firm basis may drift away during this time. Based on Juliana's actions after The Bachelor season 29 concluded, it's not surprised that Grant began to reconsider their relationship. In the weeks following the finale of The Bachelor season 29, Grant Ellis and Juliana Pasquarerosa made the rounds on the usual press circuit. On the surface, everything appeared picture perfect. A smiling couple glowing under studio lights, rushing off the drama like seasoned reality veterans. But behind the scenes, Grant was quietly unraveling. At first, Grant chalked up Juliana's behavior to the stress of being in the public eye. She had gone from a relatively private life to suddenly being a household name, and not always in the best light. The social media backlash, especially from Lycia's growing army of supporters, clearly affected her. Still, something about the way Juliana responded to criticism didn't sit well with him. She wasn't just defending herself, she was lashing out. "People are gonna twist things no matter what," she told Grant one evening while they were holed up in a rented house in Malibu. "I'm just not going to let some girl about Lycia about the moment she looked him in the eyes on that windy hilltop in Scotland and said, 'I know you're scared to choose me because I won't let you run.' At the time, he thought she was wrong. But lately, it felt like maybe she knew him better than he knew himself." The days passed, and Juliana became increasingly consumed with her new brand, Nice Girls label. Despite its name, the launch was layered with irony. The campaign slogan, "Being nice isn't always cute," was clearly a nod to her recent clashes. It stirred up just enough controversy to keep people talking, and Juliana thrived in that space between admiration and provocation. That week, tabloids began speculating about a potential breakup. Grant and Juliana hadn't posted a photo together in over 2 weeks. Juliana fed the rumors when she appeared solo at a Nice Girls label pop-up event in NYC, telling a reporter, "I'm doing me right now." By the time after the final Rose Part 2 aired, the tension was impossible to hide. The producers tried to spin it as a rough patch, but when asked directly about the status of their engagement, Grant hesitated just a little too long. "We're figuring things out," he said. "Taking time to be sure we're both where we need to be." Juliana, ever the media-savvy one, added quickly, "Love is messy, but it's still love." That summer, Grant moved back to Austin. Leaving Juliana in LA officially, they were still together. Unofficially, they were drifting. He spent more time outdoors, fishing, hiking, and leaning into a quieter life. Juliana, meanwhile, dove deeper into fashion and branding. She did podcasts, hosted events, and even appeared as a guest judge on a reality design show. Lycia stayed out of the spotlight. Offers came, of course, a possible Bachelorette season, brand deals, interviews, but she turned them down. She returned to her nonprofit work, helping children of incarcerated parents, a cause close to her own upbringing. Despite their growing distance, Grant still followed Lycia's efforts. Quietly, respectfully, he liked her post about starting an after-school program in Newark. She noticed. One evening, months after the finale, Juliana texted him, "We gave it a shot. I'll always care for you. But I think we both know this isn't it." Grant stared at the message for a long time before replying, "Yeah, I think you're right. I hope the world is kind to you." And just like that, it was over. Thanks for watching. If you likes this video, do not forget to subscribe to my channel and do not miss any update.